Welcome to Pad Vibes Unfiltered, sponsored by Cheeky Monkey Videos, the podcast all about what military life actually does to relationships, behind the housing, the moves, and the version that everyone posts online. I'm Sophie.
And I'm Kirsha, but just think of this as your group chat, just slightly more honest and a bit more chaotic. But before we get into it, if you haven't yet subscribed, then make sure you do that now.
This episode is sponsored by the Bayside Collective, a military-focused event management, social media collaboration, hosting, workshops, and a lot more.
So this week we're talking military patch life, the highs, the lows, and things we absolutely did not sign up for.
And no, we did not sign up for this.
You knew what you were getting into.
I'm fed up of you knew what you signed up for. Oh, get in the bin, Dave.
It's always a Dave.
Dave.
Always a Dave.
I feel really bad because Josh's uncle's called Dave.
Okay, maybe it's not every Dave, but it is always a Dave.
Yeah. I feel like that would be something he'd say.
You knew what you were signing up for.
He's great, though. I've got to say that. His wife listens. I'm joking, they'll find it funny. We're going to talk about all the things patched. So whether you're just moving into your first military house, you've been there for a while, struggling to make friends, or anything in between really, we're going to be talking all about that. I've actually got some good experiences that I thought we'd start off on a positive. Or do I end on the positive?
No, let's start with the negative.
Okay, straight in. Okay, the most obvious one.
I know what you're going to say.
Gossip. Yeah. There is a lot of speculation, and there is military wife gossip. There always is. There's school mum gossip. There is gossip wherever you go, but it just seems more prominent
because you're in the environment.
You're in the environment.
But I think, because you're in the environment, and also you're in such close proximity. Secondly, I don't care what anyone says. When you're in the military community, it is the smallest world.
Yes.
Because you can go from one end of the country to another end of the country and see that person that really disliked you from one end of the country and so on and so forth. So I think it's going to be prominent and it is going to be there because all the husbands near enough know each other when you're in the same kind of vicinity. There's going to be a lot of gossip.
Yeah, and...
Not that I condone it.
And this is what I mean, though. There is gossip wherever you go.
Yeah,
and I
gossip.
hate the saying that, there's so much gossip in the military community. It is not just the military community. And there's good eggs and bad eggs wherever you go. There's people that like to gossip. There's people who don't like to gossip. And it's just one of those things.
It happens at the end of the day. But also,
because you were advised, example.
So even before I met with my husband, met with my husband, that's weird. Met my husband. I actually knew a military wife. And one of the biggest pieces of advice she gave me was to avoid the first person that knocks on your door to introduce themselves.
I've heard that before, actually. But also, what if they're like your
They could
soul
be really,
sister?
really nice. Yeah. I haven't experienced that yet, so I've never had to kind of use that advice. But I have heard that advice thrown out there a lot.
Knocking on doors is quite American, isn't it? I always think of like Desperate Housewives when I think of that.
I wouldn't say that it's American. I just don't think it's done as much anymore because a lot more people are antisocial.
Very true. Yeah, very true.
I avoid knocking on anyone's door at any cost.
I avoid leaving my house. My husband actually pointed it out to me the other day and asked me the last time I left the house, and it was 6 days ago.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Yeah, he was like, "You need some air?"
Yeah.
But I love being in my house.
Yeah. No, it is. It is. You get homesick. Homesick? That's the wrong word.
That is the wrong word.
Anywho, we'll move on.
I do want to talk about quickly.
Yeah.
Is like on the patch how normalised it is to try and break into the house you're moving into.
Oh, yeah.
Or like just peering in through the windows. Like anyone else, any regular street, you'd be calling the police and being like, what the hell? But literally, someone is moving into next door and I walked out to the car and he was there. And he was like, I'm just trying to get into the house to be able to see it. And I just went, oh, fair one. Like, okay, normalised that. And he was like, it's not open though. And I was like, well, yeah, why would it be? If you weren't on a military patch and you saw someone on the street looking like that, or like going through the back gate of an empty house, you would literally be like, oh my God, I'm calling the police.
Yeah.
Whereas everyone just goes, oh, someone's moving in.
Yeah. Yeah, I literally did it a couple of weeks ago for a girl that was moving in where I live.
And then people post on the Facebook groups like, I can go and check to see if it's empty if you want.
Yeah.
So it's just like,
I mean,
so
there's
normal.
a literal whole Facebook group designated to see what the inside of houses are like.
Yeah, it is quite funny. I find that funny.
My other negative, I need to say this because this is what I hate it with a vengeance, is the no privacy within the gardens. And I know this is essentially to do with housing, but wait, no.
Sorry, who has a 6-foot fence?
Yeah, I do now. I spent years with the chicken wire fencing. I needed that 6-foot fence. I don't like going out in my garden, and call me antisocial, call me a horror.
No, I agree.
I hate it.
Your garden should be a place where you can kick back, drink as much wine and stuff as you want without being judged by next door.
Yeah, go out
And
there
if
looking like a hobo.
I do anyway.
I don't want people judging me for that.
Also, I've got a sunbed. I'm not going to whack out
Your hoo-hoos and noo-noos.
yeah, in my underwear or bikini or swimming costume and being like, oh, you're right, Dave. Here you are again. But you know what I mean? Like, and I know it's an old school thing to promote people talking. I'm going to just put this out there to the military people and the DIO. We don't, okay? We do awkward exchanges. And it's like, oh, I'm in the garden. And sometimes I'm like, oh, they're in the garden. Maybe we shouldn't go out in the garden. And it drives my dogs mad because they also think it's their garden. They're protective. Give us the 6-foot fences.
Yeah. But I see that there are some people that love it. And that's great. I'm really, really...
If I was living next to you, I'd probably love it.
Yeah. I'm really happy for people that love it, right? But I freaking hate it. And I never want to see a chicken wire fence. I'm telling you now, if we get posted somewhere and there is chicken wire fencing, I don't care how much it's going to cost me. I'm buying those 6-foot panels, 6-foot fence panels, because I'm not doing it.
We have strongly considered it too. But also, why chicken wire? Why not just the mini fences that are actually still...
That was cute. The mini fences.
But you know, like just still...
Yeah, just a bit of privacy. I know they did it like years ago for, I think they did
back
it for,
in
like,
the day when
morale.
everyone liked saying hello.
Yeah, they don't do that now. Yeah, I can't stand it. It's just the no privacy. And the thing is, I just hate it.
The next thing that we've got is the comparisons. And I think this links into the next one as well, comparisons and close proximity.
Yeah.
So there's always, especially on Facebook groups and stuff, when people ask for advice, you know, when someone's asking, they're genuinely seeking advice on those Facebook groups and they're like, oh, he's come home and they're struggling to adjust back to each other. There's always someone on there who goes, I've never had that issue with my partner. And then you make someone else feel that their
relationship dynamic is wrong.
Yeah, or that that's not normal, or they're doing something wrong, and it's just not fair. And it makes you compare yourself to so many others within the community, and it's so toxic.
Yeah.
Just because something, and there's always, in those groups, there's always these same, what are they? The same culprits who are giving their 2 pence. And whilst I think they're great for getting advice, I do just think, just be a decent person and think about how you're responding to those.
Yeah, because you can't, not everybody is the same, and people should know that by the time that they're an adult, that not everyone is the same. Therefore, not every relationship is going to be the same. Not every dynamic, not every kind of the way that people are with each other, the routines that they have. Like you, me and Reese and Josh will have completely different routines, completely different things that like we like and whatever.
And there will be some people that you have that work the same as you, that you can relate to. But it's okay if you can't relate to that person or other people and you're doing things differently.
Yeah, it's perfectly normal. But to make people feel like just because their relationship is different to your relationship and you're trying to make them that your relationship is better is shite.
Sorry, I was holding in a yawn.
You know, I could see it.
But yeah, there's all those things where adjusting differently and then you start thinking, oh, should I do that? It's like that video that we got when we got so much hate and we purposely clipped it at the point of us saying we start arguments with our husbands right before deployment. We purposely clip it at that because it gets people annoyed and it gets people talking. That is our job when we post on social media. But the amount of people who are like, I totally get that.
Yeah, so many. I'd say 99.9%.
Yeah, but you did get the people who are like, this is so toxic. This is awful. And it's like, yeah, we are holding in a yawn. We are fully aware that it's toxic. But there is like a proven science. Like the Naval Families Federation did this whole thing on the things that happens to your brain and your emotions and stuff when you're preparing for time apart.
Yeah, and it's so true.
And I think you're naive and ignorant if you don't see that.
No, because yet again, it falls down to everybody is friggin' different.
Yeah.
No two people are the same. But I think the other issue with living in such close proximity, and I know we've just been talking about it, but with regards to the couple influences, I think when one person has potentially something that you don't have and then you start comparing and that kind of thing, I think it's very easy to do. I'm severely pissed off you've got 6-foot fencing. I'm severely pissed off that next door has a new standard and I don't. But that kind of stuff. Yeah.
I know that's very first world problems.
We move on to when you finished yawning.
I've just seen Darren click it on me as well when I was yawning.
Shall we move on to the moves on? No. Shall we move on to the positives?
I completely forgot.
Yeah.
I thought, God, this is a quick episode, but it's because we haven't done the positives. Go on, take it away, Ernie. Oh, why do we cough?
That's your memory jogger.
I'm aware because it says Sophie,
I know.
Memory jogger. Thank you.
You might not read it because you're too busy fucking yawning.
Okay, so my good experience, and I actually posted about this on my TikTok, is why were you pulling that face at me? Get in the bin. Because I was trying not to yawn. It's that time. Okay, damn it. Next door but one, Pasha had just been spayed and Josh was still at work. I had to take her for her checkup after her spay and obviously couldn't let her jump in the car, so I had to pick her up. She is 40 kilos and she is not used to being picked up because she's a German Shepherd, she's a big girl, and I could not get her in. I was so nervous about her ripping her stitches. So I went and knocked on my neighbour, and bearing in mind I've never spoken to them, just a casual smile as you walk past, knocked on the door and was like, I'm so sorry, my husband is still at work. I need to lift my German Shepherd into the car. Are you okay with big dogs and can you help me do it? Never met this person, and she went, give me 2 seconds, shut the door, sorted her dogs out and came out and literally helped me hoist Pasha into the car. And I just thought that's so lovely and such a good example of the community and the patch and what can be. I then went to the shop, bought her some flowers, wrote her a little thank you note, and she actually found me on Facebook and was like, I've just found you on Facebook, thank you so much for the lovely flowers. And when they moved out, they were only there 10 months, but when they moved out recently, she messaged me and was like, I'm so sorry, I've forgotten to put my bins out, we've left, would you mind putting them out for me? So I said, yeah, of course. So I went and did that. And another thing was I locked myself out the house.
Oh yeah.
Which is a regular occurrence for me. I messaged a lady that actually donated to our raffle for the gala and was like, I'm so sorry, are you home? Because we'd been speaking quite a bit. And she said, sending my husband round now. Never met these people in person, just spoken via Facebook. Never met him. Saw him coming down the road. It was 10 o'clock at night, and he made a contraption out of metal and unhooked the... I probably shouldn't say how he did it.
I think I know how he did it because I had to do it with mine. I did it with a coat hanger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's and he got me back into my locked out house. And that was really, really nice.
Yeah. No, it is. And I think there is that community there in the aspect of everyone gets it. And I think that's... I can't say... You had Flappy Bird nostrils then as well.
Yeah, because I'm trying to hold it in.
But everyone very much gets it. And stop it.
I'm just looking at you.
Everyone very much gets it. And one of my positives for it is the kids community.
And do you know what? I can attest to this. I love it because every time I drive to your house and I see them all playing football or cricket or something, it's so nice to see.
Yeah, it is. They will play on that little patch of grass outside the front of our house for hours. You know, my son will go over to our further down neighbour's house. They'll play cricket in the garden for ages. Everybody just kind of comes together when it comes to the kids because we all have that kind of same thing of rather than be outside, then, you know, inside playing a computer game or whatever, or Xbox, PS or whatever they're called. Is that what?
A PS or whatever they're called.
Whatever they're called, PS5. But yeah, in the summer especially, there would be about 20 kids out on that out on that little patch of grass, and they're brilliant, and they're all really sweet to each other.
And it's like that boy on my estate who sets up a little car wash in the summer.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. I love that.
And also I think it's because they feel safe. There is that safety there. I'm not going to lie. That's another positive of the community. There is that safety net feeling when you're around all of them.
Yeah, it's like a lifeline for like hard moments. And you know, when I went through my really bad patch in 2024, my neighbours, they always bring round food anyway, actually. But my dad was obviously staying because Josh was away, and you and Charlotte were coming in intermittently. And my dad went out to put the bins, and they were like, "How is she? Like, I know she's not doing great at the moment. Please send her our love and stuff." And it's so nice.
Yeah.
Because they get the hardships.
Yeah. And that's the thing, everyone gets it. And that is what makes the community what it is. Yes, there's obviously the bad things, but at the end of the day, that's everywhere, like you said earlier. But the positives that come with it
ain't no community like a military community. I've got a really itchy nose.
I know, you've been picking it the entire episode. Oh, did that not hurt?
Yeah, it did a bit, but got it.
Good to say maybe the hairs masked the pain.
Oh, go away with my hairy nostrils. Leave them alone. Flap away.
I'm going to choose to ignore that.
So we have a listener question. And this looks like it's relationship advice. Oh, my bra just dug into me.
You hit me so much recently.
Yeah, I have. You're pissing me off. We're 24 and 25 military partners, have done long distance relationships, and it has gone good. Also been taking it in turns going up to see each other, and it's going good so far. Our relationship is strong. After a long time of spending time together and dating too, we are now engaged, and I'm getting worried and nervous about moving in a pad house. Because I'm from the Lake District and my partner is based in the military, only thing I'm worried about when we do get accepted for a pad is how my anxiety and feelings alone when he goes away. How do you get through it when your partner goes away, and how do you cope with anxiety and anxiousness too?
So and I think I've said this before, but when Reese and I first got married, first got our quarter as well, I was working very, very long hours. He was away a heck of a lot. And obviously I'd come home from work, I'd have no one. You have to, with the anxiety, because I used to have really bad anxiety at that point, you have to put yourself out there. If you segregate yourself, your anxiety will get 100 times worse. You cannot segregate yourself because it just makes everything. You'll be sitting there overthinking anything that goes on during the day or whatever you've done during the day. You'll sit there and think on that, but you have to distract yourself and not segregate yourself from people. So if that means putting yourself out there on a friggin' Facebook group,
which is literally what you did and how we met.
Yeah, to meet people, then you have to do it, because that moment that you start feeling a little bit like, oh, actually, I'm really anxious this evening, you could text your friend and be like, do you want to come over? And then it just takes it away, or you can go over to them, one or the other. And there's times when, like, I think Reese was away, I can't remember what it was, and there was one evening I was like, actually, I'm really lonely, I feel like shit, and I text you and I was like, can you come over? And it just takes it away. You definitely cannot segregate
Even
yourself.
if you just sit there and do nothing together.
Yeah.
It's just having that person around.
Yeah.
And yeah, I totally agree about segregating yourself. And just, I know, I say it all the time on my socials, build a routine, do some like nice colouring, all that kind of stuff. But as well, we've got the deployment diaries on our Etsy store. The link is always in our bios and the description of this. And you can purchase it, and it's got colouring, Sudoku, it's got little journal entries of do this if you're feeling like this. It's got keep busy challenges, loads of stuff to help support you. And we designed it specifically for moments like this.
Yeah.
Mainly because actually I wanted something to do.
Yeah.
Because Josh was away all the time.
All the time, yeah.
But yeah, just reaching out, or, you know, DM us on Instagram or TikTok. Someone actually messaged us really late at night the other night and said, girls, is anyone online for a chat? And we had a chat, and you know, that is what our community and what the Padwives Unfiltered brand is all about.
Yeah. Because the last thing that we would ever want is anybody feeling like that. Alone, anxious, all of those things. Because at the end of the day, at some point we've been there and we've needed someone, and we'd want to be that person for you at the end of the day.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, don't suffer in silence. People in this community do get it. So yeah, keep that in mind. And I think
I've got one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've got a list.
Sorry, yeah.
That's all right. So this one is, I've been with my partner for 10 plus years. We've got 2 young boys. I'm a primary school teacher. He's in the army and based away in the week. It's always worked, but since our second child, I'm completely burnt out juggling everything on my own. We're considering relocating once he gets his next promotion so we can finally live together full time. But I'm really anxious about leaving my career, moving away from family and all the unknowns. By the time the job listings come out after promotions are confirmed, it'll be too late for me to hand in my notice. So realistically, I'd have to stay in my current role until December next year. I'd love input from others who've done it. How did you manage your career changes / teaching transfers? How does it work financially? How quickly do you get housing? How did your kids settle into new schools? How much can you plan before postings are confirmed? Just trying to understand the process and prepare. Would love honest experiences.
I think in terms of, I think when you're a teacher or you work in a school, you've got a really good transferable career. Everywhere you go, there's going to be schools and things like that. And I appreciate that you said you're going to miss the transfer. Dependent on what service, I don't know whether it mentioned.
No.
So depending
on just army.
Okay.
Just says army, yeah.
Well, depending on what service, there is a Families Federation for all service. So there's the RAF Families Federation.
There's AFF.
Army's Family Federation, and there's Naval Families Federation.
Yeah.
And they are really good sources of information and support. And I would definitely reach out to them. And the Forces Employment Charity and Recruit for Spouses as well are really good places to seek advice.
Yeah.
And they might be able to, I'm not a teacher, so I can't say about the transfer. If you are listening to this and you have had something similar, please do message us so we can give this back directly to that listener as well.
Yeah, because I'm just looking at the other questions. With regards to how quickly do you get housing, that can depend. That really can depend. Wherever you're getting posted, you could be waiting, or it could be like the click of a finger. It just depends on how much availability is already at that posting.
When we put our preferences through, we got an offer the same day.
Yes.
But then other people are waiting a lot longer. So we can't comment on that. Like Kirsha said, it will differ from posting to posting.
Yeah. How much can you plan before postings are confirmed? Again, it differs from where you're going or what regiment or what cat badge. That's a different thing, right? Cat badge and regiment. Yeah,
I have no idea.
Regiment and cat badge, like, it differs completely.
I can't comment on that because I've just been stuck in the same place.
How does it work financially? When you say how does it work financially, it'd be interesting to see exactly what you mean by that, because if that's in the aspect of a posting and removals, you don't pay for the removals.
You'll get disturbance allowance, and you can book the removals through the army or whatever.
Yes.
But I have heard they're quite unreliable. I personally, when I even did a betterment move, I don't think you get it paid for a betterment move anyway. We could have paid for their recommended removals, but we personally chose not to, because I have heard in cases that they don't turn up.
Yeah, I mean, we've never had any issues with regards to the disturbance fees at all. Like, he's always got that. Mm-hmm. So yeah, again, really difficult. You can't say anything for certain. But with regards to the question about how quickly do your kids settle into new schools, my son, he settled into them. I know if we were to leave the one that he's currently in right now, my head would be on a stake.
He loves that school.
He loves the school so much. But they do, I think with military children, they become so adaptive and so resilient. They kind of just, I don't know, some kids may do and some kids may not. But personally right now, my eldest has kind of gone, okay, like, you know, I'm going to another one. This one, as he's got older, I think he's got a better understanding where he's like, no, I'm happy with my friends. I don't want to move. And I think as the older they get, yeah, okay, opinions might change. But right now, it's okay. And obviously when he was younger, he was like, yeah, okay, I'm going to make new friends.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think it depends on the kids. But again, military kids are so adaptable. Like, they smash it.
Yeah. And also check out Lily Shelley on social media, because she is a military child herself and she now advocates for military children.
Incredible.
She's got loads of really good resources. She's really helpful with things like that. So it'd be worth messaging her, or Lily, if you're watching this, which you probably are, I know you do, just pop a comment about your thoughts and how you coped as well.
Yeah. No, so yeah, if anybody has any answers for any of the questions that we've asked, please drop them below, just kind of help the listener.
Yeah. And any topic recommendations as well that you want us to cover, please let us know as well. Or you can email us at padwivesassemble@gmail.com.
Yeah.
So let's do ick. It's ick of the week.
I'm going to really struggle with this ick one because I think I've said it.
Go on.
So it's not necessarily that I get the ick from it. It's just what I've been warned about. And I've said previously, trust issues. Hello, this is just full-blown top to tail trust issues. Is the first person that introduces themselves to you by knocking on your door, or like peeks through your garden when you're just moving in, or...
What, that's your ick?
Yeah, when you're moving in. No, when you're moving in and someone just comes through your back...
Do people normally come through your back door when you're moving in?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Did I?
No. No, you just stared at me weirdly for ages.
Tism.
But yeah, I think that's it. It's not necessarily, I've not had a bad experience with it myself. Like if no one's knocked on my door, but you hear a lot through the grapevine.
Oh.
I don't really have an ick on patch life.
Mine is negative people on Facebook groups. Not as a whole. I mean people who comment negative things on people genuinely wanting advice.
Oh, yeah.
Or who, like, if someone's asking a question because they genuinely don't know, and someone, like, their answer is borderline patronising, and it's like, well, they don't know.
No.
They're seeking advice, just fucking get in the bin. But also, some of the shit that does get put on there is just kind of a bit like, okay, let's use our common sense a bit. Have you seen that lady, that American lady that's doing this series of, I joined military spouse Facebook group, so y'all don't have to. Am I a military spouse? Yes, I am. Do I make it my whole personality? The fuck I do.
I actually saw a TikTok the other day, and one of the posts that had been put, it was an American one.
They are wild.
They are wild, but just so she had put on her military wife Facebook group, before I get rid of this toilet brush, does anybody want it? Now, I don't know.
Did someone say yes, please?
I don't know if this toilet brush was used. We will never know. But you just
bin it.
A toilet brush is like $2 in America, like $3-4, right? Just bin it. You don't need to give a toilet brush away. So there are some crazy things that go on.
But like, people literally be like, is this anyone's husband? Or like, and posting, like, honestly, do you know what? I would love to do an episode on just reading stuff from an American military spouse group.
Yeah, it is wild.
Because it is nothing like you get here.
No.
Like, you think the UK is bad, try and find this lady that I'm referring to.
She's brilliant.
Yeah. I think we should make that an episode of, like, based on the things that she said, because on it, wild.
Yeah.
I can't cope.
No.
Like, I wish I could remember some of them, because I remember listening to one and I was literally gobsmacked, and even Josh was like, what the hell? Those are our icks of the week.
Well, yeah, anyway, so next week we are going to be talking about red flag, green flag, starting out in military relationships, and I'm quite looking forward to that one.
I am too. So yeah, we are going to be rating what we consider a red flag or a green flag, or if they should, what, Kirsha?
Ugh, get in the bin.
Get in the bin. Make sure you tune in, make sure you're subscribed, liked on all our social media channels, because it really helps us do more for you guys. And on that bombshell, Pad Wives out.